If you've ever sat down with a professional who starts rapid firing facts at you, it's very hard to believe that they're anything other than an expert. So in today's video, I want to talk you through exactly what metrics you should stay on top of so that when you are talking to clients or potential clients, you come through as the absolute unquestioned expert immediately. Now, before you click off of this, I know that numbers and data are not everybody's forte, and some people run away as fast as they can. But in our job, in our business, in our line of work, these are incredibly important to building long and strong, trust-filled relationships. So I want to talk you through the two main things that I would recommend you start doing right away if you're not already doing so. So first and foremost, you should be putting out market updates on a monthly basis. Now, I am a big believer in evergreen content. Market updates are anything but evergreen. They're only relevant for about 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 30 days at a time, depending on what content you put in there. But these market updates have gotten me more clients than almost any other type of content because I get to talk to them through video, through a podcast, for anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes, depending on how deep I dive on these, and I get to teach them. They start to trust me because I am teaching them everything they didn't think they needed to know. But once they start hearing the message, hearing the context and how it impacts them, how it impacts their decision that they're going to be making, they connect with me immediately. So if you're not already doing market updates, you need to really start now. Now, a big component of those market updates are the actual facts and figures you share. A lot of coaches and advice out there will tell you to do market updates, but don't exactly tell you what you should be talking about. So a lot of videos that I've seen and content I've seen out there is people being very generic, right? The market is hot. This many homes have sold, or a lot of homes are selling quickly with multiple offers. The market's heating up. You have to act fast. While that may feel like you are doing a service to your clients or potential clients, really that is all fluff. There's no meat on the bone, and people know that. They're not here to be emotionally brought into things. You need to back up what you're saying with logic, and logic is often in the form of data. Now, I don't know what data you can get from your MLS, from your board of realtors, but I guarantee you there's an easy, accessible source of data for you that you can pull. So a huge part of these market updates is bringing context to that data that you're going to find. And again, I like to look at one big metric in particular when we're assessing how is the market doing? Is it heating up? Is it slowing down? You can feel a certain way, and conveying those feelings is important, right? A mentor of mine says facts tell, but stories sell. Well, I think you need to do both. So the data that I look for is really on a month-over-month basis, what has changed. All that means is if I look at, we're sitting here in May, I can look at what happened in April. That can be the number of homes that were listed, number of homes that went under contract, sold, price changes. You pick a metric. You don't have to do them all. You can do the ones that you feel most confident about or the ones that make the most sense for the story that you're telling. Once you have those data points from the month over month, and we could say, for example, here in my market, in April of 2023 to May of 2023, we're on pace to see a 40% decrease in the amount of homes that went under contract. That could mean that the market has slowed down. It also could mean there aren't homes to sell, right? If inventory is still low. But the key is to go back further than that. If you go back over the past few years, is that 40% decline normal? Is that what we typically see? Or is it a bigger decline or not as big of a decline? So doing that research and getting down to that dirty level of data is important. But the more important part, because most people, when they hear numbers, their eyes go blank, they roll in the back of their head, they don't understand what the hell you're talking about. So what you need to do is be able to bring your stories, your anecdotes into that to support it. So for example, instead of saying what I just told you, right, and say, hey, normally we see an 18% decrease in homes going under contract from April to May in our market over the past 5 years. We're on pace for 40. And leaving it there, that's not very helpful. What if I were to phrase it this way and kind of couch it for you and say, look, over the past 5 years, April to May, we see a decline in the number of homes that go under contract. Where we stand now, we're on pace to see a much bigger decline than normal. What does that mean to you, the one who's trying to buy a home? You may think, oh no, things are slowing down. Maybe I should stay on the fence. If you're a seller, you may see that and think, oh boy, should I do a price cut? Should I reduce my price? Should I do anything to change where I'm currently at? Well, here's where we get into the meat of the conversation. And here's where you as an agent add your true value. You then coach people through this based on your knowledge. Again, for example, I know that the market's not slowing down because demand is slowing down here on the island. It's because inventory is still extremely low. We're about where we were at the start of the year, almost identical on January 1st of 2023 to where we are now. So all of that, again, I can't tell you what to say. I can't tell you what the story is that you're going to see in the data. But if you were a buyer or a seller and you're seeing a video that says basically what I just said, talking through the data without getting too into it, even though you know it, you can pull them out if you need to, then you back it up with stories. Again, hey, look, I've seen two of my listings had multiple offers over the past few weeks. They were a number of the amount of homes that went under contract. So what we're seeing is the homes that are going under contract, even though there are fewer of them, there's still competition out there. So again, I'm able to take the data, bring context to it, and then back it up with the stories. So the facts told what is happening, and my voice is giving credence to that. But the stories are what really bring the context and hit it home for people so that they understand what they need to do. Should they act with urgency? Is this a blip? But that's our job. At least I believe that's our job as our real estate advisor to our clients, to people in our market, to add value to them and to tell them the truth. So market knowledge is extremely important. And obviously I could talk about this stuff all day, but if you're curious about what stats I pull, if you want some help in trying to formulate what you're going to say in your market update, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to talk you through it because I enjoy this part of the job more than most. So thanks as always for hanging out with me. If you haven't already and you're listening on a podcast, make sure you follow the show or subscribe. We're on all the major platforms. And if you're watching on YouTube, you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do that as well, because I'm going to continue bringing a lot of knowledge. I have some great guests lined up for you guys who are really going to bring home not only the market knowledge piece and mindset like we continue to cover, but also the method piece that is what most people want to know. So that's it for today. I will see you next time.